Hi guys, this is Dom, and I am here to bring you guys some messages, timeless reading, but I just asked for the most important messages that you all needed to hear right now. This is for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, earth signs, and what I asked for was what you're struggling with right now, or the biggest obstacle right now, and how you can overcome it. Interesting. Nice. So I just picked the deck up and Justice fell out. I'm just gonna, nice. Sun, can you give me the Two of Pentacles as well? Nice, thank you. And the Ace of Cups. So this message is coming through very strong for me. The Ace of Cups, please. I'll just do this one more because I forgot to clarify these. Thank you. And the Star card, nice. Okay, cool. All right, so overall energy, you've got the Five of Pentacles, Earth energy with examining life's lessons, followed by the Chariot card, Cancer energy, with balance and moving forward and things kind of coming together. Right off the bat, just from looking at this reading overall, a lot of you guys are connected to a Cancer or will be connected to a Cancer, or there's a Cancer who's kind of helping you through this time and through these obstacles. This is somebody that you can really lean into for like love and lightheartedness, and good advice. And like, it's somebody who's just there for you. It's this energy of somebody who, like they're just there for you, right? Like they don't have to hit you with a bunch of advice. They don't have to hit you with, well, you should do this or you should try this. Or it's just somebody who kind of just gives unconditional love and support to you. And that's what helps you to move through this situation, whatever it is for you. In terms of the obstacle or the struggle right now, we have the Ten of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, with movement through pressures. Some of you could be connected to a fire sign who you're leaving behind. It doesn't have to be. And then we have the World card, Aries energy, and the King of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What I'm getting from this with the Ten of Wands, King of Swords, in the World, it's almost like a lot of you guys, your major obstacle or struggle right now is with, how do I word this? It's like dealing with the realities and the practicalities of the world, right? So what is a cliche example? A cliche example is like, I really want to be an artist, but my rent is 6 months behind, and like inflation and shit, and like, this is how I feel. This is really what I want to do. This is where my passion is, or this is where I feel drawn to. And this is just one example, right? It doesn't have to be job related or career or any of that. But situationally, it's like you feel drawn, I feel, in one space, or you're comfortable in one space, but everything around you is pushing you in another direction. And it's sort of like you having trouble dealing with the realities and the practicalities of that, right? Because with the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, this is somebody who's very practical. They're very black and white. They're logical. They rise above the BS. They're able to make clear-cut decisions and move forward on them, right? Wise decisions, smart decisions, strategic decisions, and then move forward, make it and go, right? It's the removal from kind of the emotion of the situation and just looking at it practically. But with the World card, this is like opportunities. This is massive change. This is everything around you shifting. This could even be moving across the country or to another country or anything like that, right? And then with the Ten of Wands, movement through pressures. This is that struggle. These are the pressures that you're trying to move through. You're struggling with it. So what does that mean? It could be the universe trying to elevate you or push you to a higher position, and you're struggling through that. The realities of what that means to push and get to that position, right? It could be the hard work that comes with it. It could be swallowing that you have to let something else go, and doing that in a very practical mind space versus from the heart, right? I'm just seeing that there are new opportunities that are trying to come together for you, but may not be coming together in the way that you want, because there are these obstacles that you sort of have to push through. But it's like the universe telling you the way that you're going to bring in these new opportunities is by rising above the BS, get out of your feelings, remove your emotions from the equation, and dig into the practicalities behind it. What do I need for this? 2 + 2 = 4, so I can do this. Can I move this around and make that happen? Sure. Can I, right? It's a need to kind of hunker down and get into that energy, and not the energy that's like, oh, I can't believe I'm still going up the hill. Oh my God. It's like, the universe says, sorry, this is the destination. It is a little bit of an uphill battle, but I need you not to focus on the fact that it's an uphill battle. I need you to focus on mapping this shit out. Like, get out of your feelings and let's map out this uphill battle so you can get it done and get to what I have for you here. I hope that makes sense. I really didn't know any other way to articulate that. It's also an energy of somebody this sounds very, what I get is someone who's learning how to navigate the world. Right. So for some of you, you might be like, I'm extra grown. I've been grown. I pay my own bills. I got it. I know how to navigate the world. Right. But to me, this is a new perspective. It's a new way. It's looking at the world and navigating it from the King of Swords position. And you might not be used to that, especially being Earth. Right. So it's asking you to kind of get into that air energy and expand your view. Rise above it all rather than being earthly and plant it down into the 3D of everything. It sort of asks you to rise above and look at the big picture and strategize from the big picture, and then see where you get from there, rather than looking at everything that's so concrete around you. It's calling for a different approach in order to pull in these opportunities. That's what I'm seeing. So we'll keep going. How do you overcome these obstacles, right? We have the Chariot card, that Cancer energy here again with movement and balance, followed by the Sun. So it tells me here what you guys have up ahead as you move through this uphill battle, movement through pressures, as you get more practical, as you sometimes struggle with the practicalities of things, but then accept it in order to accept that truth and move forward, right? The truth will set you free. It is what it is. Now, how do we get over it, right? Here with the Chariot and the Sun, it says that the more balance that you bring into your life, the happier that you're going to be, whatever that means for you. Right. So if, again, you've been somebody who's only focusing on that uphill battle, you're hiking up and you're like, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, shit. Yeah, you've completely removed yourself for the reason for the hike. Right. Whether that be losing weight or gaining strength or getting more endurance, right? Because you're so focused on the pain and the hurt of that hike, you've lost sight of the goal. And this is about somebody bringing that back into balance. Yes, you might be tired and you might be on the hike saying, shit, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. But then this is somebody who also says, but I see the sun. I know why I'm doing this. I know what's at the top for me. I know this is my goal. So this is why I'm in this uphill battle right now, and I will keep going. Right? It's somebody who does not lose sight of why they're doing what they're doing. Right? So with the Chariot and the Sun, I see you moving forward, but only when you start to implement more of that balance in the way that you're viewing your situation. Right? The cup being half full rather than half empty. I feel down and out. But why do I feel down and out? And why did that feeling come on? Okay. How do I get back to the feeling like this where I felt really good about myself and I was happy with what I was doing? It's about taking that, right? And get out of everything sucks or everything's bad or it's like you have to introduce the other perspective. Ask yourself the necessary questions in order to get there, but you're going to start to see with every step the sun appearing and appearing and appearing and appearing from a space where you've locked in what appears to me and you've gotten used to the sun not being there. This is about you introducing some sort of balance in your life where you can start to invite that sun back in. For some of you all, if you've been overworking, this is about you implementing the balance where you start to find time to give back to yourself. And those feelings of feeling like you're in a doom and gloom or a dark space or nothing's happening begin to dissipate because you're giving energy to another space in another area. Hope that makes sense. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, Earth, yes, balancing work and play, and the Five of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So what I see here is really just what I saw here before. It's about the Five of Cups is an energy of feeling left out and down and out and in the cold and left behind and just on the outs, and I'm just upset and I can't believe I've been betrayed in this way. And that's that energy. And with the Two of Pentacles balancing work and play, it's saying enough. You know, this is an energy of going to your friend who went through a breakup a year and a half ago and still can't come out of their house. This is going to them and being like, get your ass up, get dressed, we're going to the club. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel here. So but it's an energy of you needing to implement that for yourself. Two of Pentacles, Earth energy, that's you balancing work and play. And with the Five of Cups, it's a need to bring more balance into, like, this energy might be ruling some of you all right now, right? That sadness, that feeling left behind, that feeling out in the cold. And so any interaction or any experience you have right now in your life is going to be colored by that. And it's a need for you to sort of put the jumper cables onto yourself, wake yourself up and realize that if I'm sad today, I can go outside and take a walk and maybe feel better, right? That's something small where you can take your power back and continue to build on that. So that's what I feel here. There is a need right now for a balance between work and play. And some of you all might be struggling right now with giving to yourself because work is taking all of your focus, or overcoming whatever this obstacle is taking all of your focus, all of your energy, and now there's nothing left to give to yourself. For you, you might feel, well, this is how I'm giving to myself. By overworking and by putting my head in the ground and not coming out until I see a result. And to that I say, the more that you dig your head deeper into the ground and feel that that's the method that you should be taking, the longer it takes for you to ever see the sun. You need balance. Because the movement through these pressures that you're going through, trying to navigate practically, you may be struggling with that, trying to zoom out and see the big picture, trying to figure out what am I offering the world and what is the world trying to offer me, right? And then you get over here, and as a little bit of balance starts to be implemented, the sun starts to peek out and come out, and you start to see some happiness and some feelings of joy. But then we move here where Two of Pentacles, balance in between work and play, is colored by the Five of Cups. So there's still that battle of sadness that's trying to rule over your life and your situation, even though the sun is here being like, hey, hello, let's play. I'm trying to come out, girl. I'm trying to come out, right? And so, again, that's why I'm harping on this balance that needs to be implemented, but it has to come from the inside out, you know? Don't block the sun in your life, you know? It's kind of like after it rains for a full week, you start to get used to it, and it's like, child, is sun ever gonna come out? Is anything ever, you know? And then that first day of sun, it might just peak, and we still might have cloudy skies, But everybody's like, oh, the sun came. Oh, okay, all right, this rain is done. That's the energy you need to take on here rather than being like, well, the sun peeked out for a minute. I guess it's probably going to rain tomorrow, though. No, right? So that's sort of, I didn't know any other way to explain that. So then here, final energy on how you can kind of overcome this and what's coming for you. You have the Ace of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, new love, new joy, new health, followed by the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So like I said, a lot of you guys are dealing with the Cancer who's just gonna bring really beautiful and fresh water energy into your life. You can lean into this. This is a part of the balance that's being implemented for you, right? So again, you might have gone through a phase or a time right now where you've been so focused on yourself and your issues or climbing out of a hole or this uphill battle or movement through pressures or trying to manifest new opportunities. But then there's all this other beautiful energy kind of creeping in and showing itself. And you're sort of like, because you're very, very focused on this over here. And so the universe says, it's time for you to play a little bit. It's time for you to indulge the heart space. It's time for you to give a little love more. It's time for you to give more love to yourself and not be as hard on yourself if that's something that you've been doing. It's time for you to move in your intuition. It's time for you to move more from the heart space. And you might say, well, Dom, you were just talking about being practical. When I say that, I mean looking at your situation from a practical standpoint, right? But then moving in the way that you get over that through the heart space. So that's saying, okay, practically and logically, what do I need to do to get out of this? Okay, I might need money. I might need a partner. I might need a contract. I might need to take a trip. Am I right? Looking at it from that practical standpoint. But then from that step forward, once you're locked in and you're clear on what you need to get where you're trying to go, you need to be moving in the heart space. You need to be sensitive with yourself. Like beating up yourself is not going to get you there any quicker. Harping on what you don't have is not going to get you there any quicker. Not being kind to yourself until you get to that goal is not going to get you there any quicker, right? And so this is also an energy of accepting help, accepting the love that is around you in order to fuel you and get you further. Sometimes subconsciously, we will reject love around us if we're not feeling that love for ourselves, you know? But there is energy around you that's helping you and loving you and moving you forward. And don't be resistant to that, right? There is new love, joy, and health for you. There's a bunch of new things here for you that you need to embrace. And again, it goes back to that balance. And if you're very, very, very focused on one aspect of your life and ignoring all others, that balance is suffering terribly, right? So it's about inviting more love into your life, loving yourself more, leaning on love, embracing love, and knowing that you deserve that. And that actually is the fuel that will help you to move through these difficulties, as opposed to sort of becoming tunnel vision on the difficulties and ignoring all other elements of your life, right? It's like we need you here to do the opposite, actually. So overall energy, we have the Five of Pentacles. I'll end here with examining life's lessons and the Chariot. And so you all are learning from the past, and you're kind of taking a moment, take a beat, you're taking a pause to be like, I've been here before. What moves did I make before? What worked out for me? What didn't? Right? It's about taking that moment to see, how can I truly be more balanced this time around in order to move myself quicker, as opposed to getting myself stuck. Right? Came through in such a weird way. I hope it all makes sense. So, advice for my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, please. Let's do one more. Thank you. We have opportunity to forgive and ground yourself. And so it says, This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a place of peace and compassion. Ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body in the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. So that's what I have for you all. I hope that helps. I hope it resonated. I hope it makes sense. I'm kind of a little confused about it myself. But just reading what I see, I love you all. If you like a personal reading, you can go to my website at domobannon.com. The link is in my bio as well. Feel free to DM me if you have any questions, and I will see you all next time.